Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, I want to go over some of the things that we can expect in the next 6 months. And I want to say this, I have never, ever seen this many events happening astrologically as long as I can remember in my career of astrology. And when I did give my advice about, or my predictions, I'll say, about what was going to be happening in 2020, I opened with the comment that we were going to see things this year we have never seen before. And with the coronavirus, look what's occurred. Now, here's what I think. We're going to have a whole different group of circumstances that are going to arise that are going to be amazingly extreme. So let me explain astrologically, and we can see where we're headed in our future for the next 6 months. So what in the world is going to happen? Let me go over what I think is so extreme. It's not going to be anything we've experienced before. You think it's a coronavirus? Think again. There's something more to happen. And I know most of all, I've been talking about this over and over again, but I want to say it again. Mars is going to be Gandanta 3 times. And that deals with enormous floods. It deals with storms. It deals with tsunamis. It deals with everything being out of control. Gandanta actually equates to drowning, and it can be literal or figuratively. Like when you feel like you're drowning, you can't get a hold of things. So that's what's going to be happening. And what are those dates again? It's when Mars goes to the very last degree of Pisces. Last degree of water, very first degree of fire is considered Gandanta, which means extremes and out of control. So weather, there's going to be hurricanes this fall that are going to topple the charts. There could be earthquakes too, with Mars being in the position that it's in. I notice it's going to be in the same position that it was when we had the Japanese earthquake in Japan on March 11th of 2011. So Mars was in Pisces then before. It's going to be there again. And so what are those dates that it goes Gandanta? Mars will go Gandanta August 4th through the 5th. Then again, October 5th through the 7th. This is hurricane season. This is serious bad weather. And December 22nd through the 25th. Things are going to be out of control. Remember, it's storms and earthquakes. And I believe it's got to be because of all the enormous emotion that people are feeling right now. People are out of their minds with emotion because of this coronavirus. It's driving us all crazy, being contained and being within. We can't travel. We can't go out and be with friends. It's a whole different world. And it's getting to people. And another whole host of events is going to happen. So the other thing is Mars going retrograde. Mars will go retrograde September 9th. At 4 degrees of Aries, Mars is so intense in Aries. And it's approaching Uranus, which deals with unexpected events and changes. Then it's going to station to go direct. And on those 2 days is when everything goes haywire. When it stations to go direct, it will be in Pisces. And it will be November 14th. It will be at 21 degrees of Pisces. So this is intense. This is going to deal, another thing, with floods and waters. Because Mars is a focal point throughout its energy during these times. So another thing, if it's not enough, we've got the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction that happens on December 17th. So Jupiter and Saturn being exactly together, there will be at 5 degrees of Capricorn. They are in a planetary war, and Jupiter is weak by being in Capricorn. So you're going to find that things dealing with the government are going to be overturned and changed, and it's going to be crazy. Another thing, December 14th, we have a solar eclipse that is so intense because K2 and the eclipse will be Gandanta on top of that. So they're at 28, 29 degrees of Scorpio. And this is in the tail of the scorpion, which is detrimental. That's the worst part of the zodiac, the most treacherous, they say. Because remember, the tail of the scorpion, it stings. And what does the tail of the scorpion emulate? Poisons. So there can be poisons. And I think somebody, or many of us, could be poisoned. Maybe even a political leader could be poisoned. Watch this. Or maybe it's just the coronavirus. And I talked about it ending as soon as Rahu and Ketu shifted into Taurus and Scorpio, but it's not going to be exactly then. That's where the discoveries and the healing and the hope will start, around the times of when Rahu moves into Taurus and Ketu and Scorpio, which is September 19th of 2020. You're going to find that things start to improve, start to get better. They will be better. But remember that Rahu and Ketu stay in a sign for a year and a half. So every time Rahu has gone into Taurus and Ketu has gone into Scorpio, there's been a massive healing. Because when they are in Gemini and Sag, that's where all the destruction happens. But now that they're in these signs of Taurus and Scorpio, there will be a massive healing, the aftermath from all the destruction. That will take place between September 19th, 2020 till March 15th of 2022. Now, I think that by the end of this year, pretty much the viral thing will be subsiding. There will be vaccines or something. I know you don't want to hear that word vaccine, but something that gives us hope. We need something to give us hope that this will be annihilated so that we can live life the way we used to. And that's what I think during this year and a half. I know it will bring that upon us. So you'll start to see by the end of this year, there will be remedies, cures, whatever it may be, that gives us our freedom and hope back. Now, another thing, if that isn't enough, I noticed that on inauguration, I know I've gone over this, but Mars is going to come together and conjoin Uranus January 20th of 2021. And in the United States, that's the inauguration of the president. Something radical will shift and change in this time period. So from elections to inauguration, something's going to blow up and something's going to change. We may not even have any elections in the United States. But I want to say one more thing that adds fuel to all of what's happening is the fact that Neptune will be at the midpoint between Rahu and Ketu. When they come together in January, when Rahu and Ketu are around 24 degrees of Taurus and Scorpio, Neptune is right at the midpoint. And really, Neptune's riding along on the midpoint of Rahu and Ketu between now and through the beginning part of 2021. And what does that mean? That means there are secrets that are going to be uncovered that you can't imagine. Now, imagine what you can't imagine, and you're going to find that that's what's going to happen. So many secrets that have been kept from us for eons, well, for decades, are going to be revealed. And if you think it's about the Kennedy assassination, I've already revealed that in my books. So that's already pretty much out. But I think it's something that the newer generation are going to care about, the things that we don't know about beyond this world. That is what we are going to discover. There's going to be discoveries that change our world. Discoveries about health and healing. Discoveries about disease. Discoveries about the unknown in outer space. We're going to have these truths because Neptune reveals the things that have been hidden. And Neptune is the secrets, and everything to do with this virus will be discovered as well. So get ready. This is going to be, let's just say, the most exciting next 6 months of our lives in terms of world affairs and what will be happening in the world. So please be careful. You will find that you will be okay if you practice the laws of attraction. And that is whatever is out there, remember it is a reflection of what's within here. So change yourself, change what's in your heart. Come from a place of love. Come from a place of knowing that everything is transforming for its highest good. And it will, and it always does. This is just a rebalancing because everything needs to be rebalanced here and now. Everything needs to change and everything will change, but it's got to go through a destructive phase in order to get there. And we must really be connected to our divinity within us during this time to help promote this transformation for the highest good for everyone on the planet. And so it will be. So with that, I'd like to close. If you would like more information on me or my free newsletter, if you would like a consultation, go to my website, galacticcenter.org, or if you would like to study with me, join my university, learn how to do Vedic astrology yourself, go to my university website, which is universityofvedicastrology.com. Thank you.